I'm gonna do another quick video overview of another topic I see a lot, and that is changing the spark plugs on the 4.0 V8. So the passenger side is pretty easy. Car is already partially disassembled, but pretty much you just have to take off the intake, take out the intake box, filters, whatever you have here, pull off the harness, disconnect these plugs, get all this out of the way. There's a couple of Torx bits holding it in, a couple of vacuum lines, but for the most part this side is pretty straightforward. This side, on the other hand, is a lot more strenuous, a lot more shit in the way. Again, I already have this kind of disassembled. I did this in my other car, fully assembled, and this side is definitely a large pain in the ass. Easiest way, remove the coolant reservoir. Some people take it out completely. When I did it on my own car, I actually just unbolted the tabs. Got a lot of shit in here. You can kind of just disconnect it down there, move it out of the way. It does give you enough space to clear everything out without removing the reservoir completely. Alright, so passenger side, just got all the little plugs for these sensors unhooked. They got a little tab on them, so if you're not careful you'll break them like this. This wasn't done by me. That's how it was when I got in here. But you just gotta slide these up a little bit with a small flathead, and these really just kind of pop out pretty easy. And then of course you want to disconnect the coil pack plugs, and this kind of just scoots out of the way, and then at this point you should have more than enough clearance to get these out. Next, you're going to want to take a Torx bit and remove each of these coil packs. Once you remove these Torx bits, all you simply got to do is pull the coil out, and then you have access to your spark plug. We'll go ahead and take the rest of these out off camera and probably remove a lot of other stuff. Like I said, I'm pulling the motor, so kind of just recording and getting some info as I go along, and gonna pull out the rest of this shit in the back right now just to get this out of the way before I switch to the other side. Alright, so now that the passenger side is all finished up, and again, I took a lot of that shit off just because I'm taking it off anyway. You don't need to remove all that back stuff. But now it's gonna be the more difficult side. Driver's side, you have the coolant reservoir in the way, a lot of other lines. This one is honestly a huge pain in the ass. I'm gonna remove a lot of this stuff anyway, but I think for the sake of the video, I'm gonna keep this stuff in for now, kind of show you what you gotta work around. But I'm gonna start by taking off the reservoir. Now you're gonna want to go ahead and unclip these connections. These were already kind of ghetto rigged by the previous owner. These plastic lines are known to break a lot, so do be careful taking them off. If they do crack, they do make replacements for them. I don't think they're that expensive either, but if you're trying not to replace more parts or wait for them overall, just be careful when removing these plastic lines. So as it turns out, this wasn't even properly connected. It literally just popped right out. Previous owner forgot to put the worm clamp back on, so I was going to kind of keep it in, show you guys, give you an idea of how to work around it, but I guess that's not happening. But now with that coolant reservoir out of the way, you get a better idea of what you're working with. Same as the passenger side, all those little plugs got to get undone, coil packs unplugged, and this harness will pretty much fold out of the way. There's a few other plugs down here. As you can see, they're already disconnected. I believe those were throttle body cords. Like I said, I'm already disassembling this. Also, the stock intercooler lines run past this. You could just unclip them and they pull out of the way. Same thing. You don't have to actually disconnect them to get to anything, but just gotta move them to the side. Alright guys, as a quick pointer for these little vacuum lines, the easiest way to get these off, you want to take a really fine tip screwdriver or even like a small pick, and you just kind of want to slightly dig in and spray some spray lubricant in there, like WD-40 or something. Work the screwdriver around and they pop right out. Just quick tip on how to get them out easy. Can't really show you because I'm holding my phone and doing everything with 2 hands. So, but if you want to get those out, easiest way to do is small screwdriver, pry it up a little bit, spray some WD-40 in there, and they should slip right out. Alright, a little bit of insight on removing these vacuum lines so I can show you. Like I said, you're just going to easily pry that in there, and then you're going to take some penetrating oil, just kind of spray it in there and work it around. They usually pop right off after you do that. Alright, so harness disconnected, everything pulled back, and now I have access to my coil packs, which I will pull out. Actually, this one wasn't even bolted in and just kind of loose already. Probably another one of the issues the previous owner had. But I'm going to go ahead and pull these out. Alright, so there it is, guys. No, this wasn't the most detailed, but I kind of just want to give you an insider glimpse on what to do to get to the spark plugs on the 4.0 turbo Audi motors. Driver's side, honestly, is a huge pain in the ass when you have everything in the car. And to show you why, like I said, intercooler lines are in the way, fuel pump, there's quite a bit more on this side. Like when I did it on this car, I'd say it was roughly a 2 to 3 hour job. Like I said, passenger side, extremely easy. Driver's side, not so much. There is a lot of crap in here. So guys, if you want to follow me for more content, I do a lot of photography of my other S6, boosted S6 on Instagram and Facebook. I'll drop links in the bio. Looking forward to the support. So thank you guys. Hopefully next video, I'm going to talk about taking off those turbos.